Hi everyone, this is Mr. Sam the Creative, and this time I'm taking you on a journey. You know, I've been here for more than 20 years in the United States, and I love it. It's been quite a journey, and I just wanted to share my journey, about 20 things. This video will be in 2, maybe 3 parts, but in these 3 parts I'll share almost 20 things, 20 lessons that I have learned as a foreigner in the United States. This is now my first home because most of my life I've lived here, and yeah, that's how it is. So when I arrived in the US, I had left my parents almost with no money. They had invested a lot for me to come, and they had other projects going on that were not particularly working well. So by the 3rd, 4th month, I was ready, you know, sending money back home. And this is actually so true for so many of us who come from Africa or other countries to come and look for a better living in the US. Make sure you get yourself with good friends and intelligent friends. I know you don't have control of where you land to and who hosts you sometimes, especially if someone is hooking you up with someone that you don't know that is kind enough to host you. Yeah, that person might be kind enough to host you, but they might be living a different life. Just because people are kind, it does not mean they will be a good influence. Actually, some of the kindest and the most giving people are people who tend to influence you the wrong way sometimes, like drunkards. People who drink a lot will buy you free beer and all that. So basically, align yourself with the right kind of people. Yeah, so making sure that you align yourself with the right kind of people is really, really, really fundamental. It is one of the most important things. When I came, I wanted to get into theatrical sciences, and upon arriving, very good people helped me settle down. But that's not the route I took, because I came and I ended up taking the route they took. And I always wanted to do videos, to do theatrical things, to do photography, anything acting or media. And it took me about 12 years before I started doing what I'm doing today. So getting with the right people, hanging out with the right crowds really, really matters. That can mean actually life or death for you in America. What I messed up a lot is when I settled down, I stayed in the same direction that I was given by the people who hosted me. I became a CNA, started driving you know, trucks, yeah, dropping pizzas, a pizza man. I did so many jobs. Well, I went to school, and I went to school for the wrong thing too. First of all, I enrolled in nursing school. It didn't work for me, I didn't like it. Then I enrolled in engineering school, which I cleared, but it's not what I do today. So I wasted a lot of time trying to figure myself out, trying to really get myself into the light, because once you get here, you get lost so much because people tell you what priorities are to them. And if you come and follow the priorities of other people, you will fail, because what their priority is not your priority. And sometimes we fall into this trap because we are afraid that if we don't follow our passion, if we don't follow what we really love, we are going to suffer, to fail. We are going to not survive in America. We think that if we come here and if you love teaching, if you don't pursue teaching, and someone else comes and tells you, hey, don't pursue teaching, pursue nursing because it has more money, we tend to follow their direction because we see how much they have physically, and we see how much they have succeeded in their lives, and we get blinded and not see what we wanted to see in the first place. If you're coming to live here, especially on a long term, make sure you do your due diligent research properly and thoroughly. Doing your research and asking people and going online, making phone calls, see how you can survive. See the things you can learn before you even land here is important. Get to know a little bit of the American history. Get to know a little bit of the geography, how the roads operate, how to get a driver's license, you know, how to start working, how to do all those things. It's so important, so do your research. Always, once you settle down or once you get here, is don't ever forget to always sit back and reflect. Always sit back and reflect. Maybe it's once a week or every day for 30 minutes, 10 minutes. What I do every day is sitting back and reflecting my life, seeing what I've done today, what I could have done better. You know, here in America, man, there is no room for many mistakes. Always look back and look at the things that you're doing. Look at your job. Is it what you really love to do? Or most of the time, once you get here, you have to get a job that you don't really like. But remember not to get stuck there. If you get stuck there, you might end up finding yourself spending more than 5 years doing the same job. And that's what I did. I found myself doing a CNA job for 6 years, not even knowing whether I love it or not. But the money was coming, the weeks were passing by, I was addicted to the check, and I was not doing self-reflection. I was not asking myself, why did I come to America in the first place? I wanted to be in the movie industry, I wanted to be in the music industry, I wanted to be in media, I wanted to be in front and behind the camera, but all that evaporated when I got here and got a job and started sending money home and buying my own things here that I never had in the past. And you get clouded so much and you fail to see what the real important thing is. So if you've been here for 10, 15 years and you're still in that cloud of not knowing, not having clarity, I can tell you, take 10 minutes every day, 15 minutes, and just reflect. Read and then reflect. Listen to mentors and then reflect. Look at your life. See where you're heading. Are you happy? Are you where you want to be? Are you in the direction of where you want to be? How is your relationship? You know, with your people, with your wife, with your friends, with the people you left back home. So reflection is one major thing you must have to be doing when you're in America. Never ever go with the crowd. Never ever go with the crowd. one big mistake a lot of people do is moving with the crowd. You go to a place and everyone wants to join the military and you jump in. After that, you find other friends, all your friends they want to drive a truck and you jump in. See, it's not bad to make that money, but like we said when we talked about reflection, what is it really that brought you here? What is it really that you love, and what is it that you know you're purposed for? You know, it's so easy to follow the crowd. You see people running in one direction. It's always natural to try and run towards them before even knowing why they're running. What's the reason? What's the benefit? You know, so I have come to learn over a period of time that following the crowd is a very dangerous thing. And like I mentioned, I once tried to become a nurse, and that was a mistake on my side, which wasted almost a whole year of doing prerequisites that were from the nursing direction. And I ended up quitting because I ended up not loving it at all. I was so smart, I was getting A's, but I threw them away, you know? And then eventually I was driven by one of my instructors to go and do engineering because she thought I was good in math. And everyone was telling me, hey, go do it, man. He has money. He has money. A lot of people are doing it. And I finished. I blew about 3 years of my life doing that. And never done that job at one point. I went for an attachment, you know. And that was about it. So moving with the crowd, especially here in America, will get you in trouble. Moving with the crowd that drinks, goes to the club. I mean, the clubs here are not just clubs. They're not gentlemen clubs, you know. They're not clubs whereby you just go drinking and have a good time. The clubs have become a place where you go show off. You go try to show off your ego, your material stuff, your car, trying to go hunt for ladies, women out there. And the women go there most of the time to just get the attention. Sometimes people want to go and listen to the music and have a little drink, but they get caught up with the crowd. So many young people have ended up in jail and in the wrong direction because of following the crowd. You're in school and your peers seem to be cool because they are smoking, and you join in the smoking. My goodness, you came from Kenya just to come here and build a better future for yourself, and you start being driven by the young people your age, and you don't know where these young people come from. Some of them have very wealthy families. A lot of Americans have inherited homes from their grandparents. They have inherited death insurances. So you're in college with them, or you're working with them somewhere, and you're trying to follow them and doing what they do. And you're burning your money, burning your time, getting yourself in trouble. You don't have a lawyer on Monday to come get you out of the jail. But these people have their parents here. They have their friends. They have family. When you're in America as a foreigner, your life should be different. It should be lived differently, not because of just you, but because there is a bigger cause. If you're in America and you're succeeding, you have to figure out how to impact some people in Africa, because you know where we came from and you know how our people are. You know how our leadership in Africa is. It's corrupt. People there, a lot of them, they don't have the good knowledge and wisdom to elect the right leaders, to even lead themselves. It's hard. So moving with the crowd is one thing that you should avoid. You know what I say? Guys, buy your house early. It will gain equity. If you bought a house 20 years ago, you don't know what you got, man. You have equity and you've paid for it. So you have a lot. Get early and a partner you can trust. Get a wife or get a husband and agree with each other. Don't break up. Buy and another. My friends, you will never go wrong. Yeah, so this marriage issue, I know relationships come and go, and by saying relationships or marriage or getting a partner, yeah, it's important, and you might not want to agree with me on that, because you know, so many things can happen between two partners. But all I can say is try, take the risk, and if it goes, it goes. Do your best to keep that relationship and build together. And if it doesn't work, make sure you enjoy the moment. Life is about enjoying the moments together, the everyday moments, and even the pain, even breaking up. Enjoy that moment, you know? Don't think life is just easy and it's supposed to be easy. Don't ask yourself, oh, why is it so hard for me? Why are not things working out for me? I mean, there are people who are millionaires, genuine millionaires in dollars in Kenya right now. And some of us are not millionaires. And yet we came here to try and do better than where those people are right now. So enjoy every moment, the good, the bad, the pain, the trouble. Enjoy every bit of it, the breakups, the hearts. If someone comes in your life, enjoy them, and always remember that, you know, it will be a great thing for you to do. Don't give up, just enjoy the moments, you know. You know, I'm not married right now, and I've been here for a long time, so I'm not really telling you what I did. I'm telling you what may be right to do. So it brings me to the next point of taking a risk. Yeah, because marrying young has a lot of advantages. Settling down, having kids young, helping each other, buying a house, buying a second home, and building a business around it, and so many things, creating equity and all that. It's really important for you to find a partner if you ever want to get married, and find them early and build together. It's not a must, because this next point is all about taking a risk. Don't come here with a mind that you don't want to take a risk. There is nowhere on earth that is secure. There is no career that is so secure that you will be sure of tomorrow. Even just living on this earth One thing is we are sure that we'll leave out of this earth dead. We won't be alive, all of us. So basically, take risks. I know you have a job, maybe a good job, and you love it, but take a risk. Do a side gig, you know? Start a small business on the side. Don't depend on that one job. Don't depend on that corporation, because companies fall, you know. Many things could happen. 401k might come to an end, you never know. And I don't think it's always enough. So here I will tell you, don't be afraid to take a risk. Always try to find what is it that you can do to push yourself forward to something that really is meaningful in your life. Don't ever miss out on something because you want that security here in America. And it's easier here. In Kenya or Africa, there is nothing like filing for bankruptcy. Here you can and start a whole new life. There are many ways to go about things here. Also, make sure you build your credit, keep your credit on check when you're in America. Start early. If you mess it up, you can still rebuild it. You know, I've messed it up several times before and I've rebuilt it, you know. So this point brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you guys liked it, and please hit subscribe. And I'll leave you with one last thing. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't come to America and just do what everybody is doing because it's easy. Don't come to America just to exchange your time, your life with dollars. You know, come with a mindset that as much as in the beginning you'll exchange your time with dollars, as you grow, let the money that you make become your slave. Even if it's less that you start with, build it up, build those streams of income, and let the money work for you. And believe in yourself and know that you can do it. If you want to start a gas station, do it. If you want to open up a McDonald's, work at it. It's possible. If you want to do your own franchise, it's possible. So please believe in yourself. Until next time, thank you.